Now, I'm going to tell you something about myself, Ian.
All right.
I'm a flavours girl.
All right.
So I want you to wet my whistle. Talk me through some of the different flavours I can expect from different types of rums.
Well, I mean, if we want to try and taste some rums, do you want to taste some rums?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
let's.
Well,
I was wondering when you're going to offer that.
Got some rums here. We can work on the different flavours, because the flavours that you'll pick up from rums are quite distinct. You normally get vanilla notes, some cocoa, some orange.
Okay.
You'll also get a little bit of spice as well, some citrus fruit. So there's various different flavours. And the way to pick these up are just taking the glass, having a little nose, and see if you can pick up some of those flavours naturally.
Beautiful colour. I must admit, when you do look at this, you do think of the summer, don't
yes,
you?
do.
It's a really vibrant colour.
This is what we call liquid gold.
Liquid? Oh, I like it. Okay.
So now you want to take a nose.
Okay.
Just gently rock that. You want to take it.
So while we're gently rocking and smelling, that's probably not the right terminology.
Well, nosing the professional way.
Well, I'm nosing. I've got a question here from Joe, and Joe says, what is the main difference between white and golden rums?
Well, the main difference is colour, which is natural. Yes. Some white rums are unaged, most are aged, and what they do, they age the rum in oak barrels. It gets a little bit of colour, and then they charcoal filter. So they run the rum through charcoal filter for carbon, and that takes away some of the colour and some of the flavour. So that will take it and make it a white rum. The gold rums haven't been filtered, haven't been charcoal filtered, so they have the colour from the wood. So that's the main difference. One has been filtered with through charcoal, and the other hasn't.
And
yeah, but all rums when they come off the still, when they start, are water white. All rums are water white.
See, I don't know why I would lean towards the golden colour more. Me personally, I have no idea why. I just love the. It's more bling, baby. Okay, so we've nosed.
Yeah, we've nosed. We've taken in some of the vanilla and the cocoa
Do you know,
and the orange.
I can genuinely smell vanilla. I'll let you into a little pre-production secret. We were here earlier on having a little chat, and I was saying to Ian, because I'm not a professional, I was really worried about picking up these different flavours and then being able to identify them. But you absolutely can get quite a strong sense of that vanilla.
And a lot of that flavour comes from the barrels, the oak barrels they use as well. So we picked up some of the flavours, then we go to taste. Remembering full well that these rums are 40%, well, some are 37.5, but most are 40% alcohol, 43. So be careful. It's not like a wine, a little bit lighter. You want to
just a little sip.
Yeah, a little sip, just to coat your tongue and take in some of the natural flavours.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. In the eyes.
Don't forget the eyes.
Bad luck. Yep. I don't know why I was wincing as I was taking that. I was slightly nervous for some reason. That is gorgeous.
Yeah?
It's slightly more, it's just slightly softer than I thought it would be. I thought it would sort of blow my head off in a way.
And that's the image a lot of people have on rums. It's like it's going to be harsh, it's going to be really pungent. And there are some great, the Authentic Caribbean Rum Mark covers a range of rums that have been aged anywhere from, say, 8 years old right up to 21 years. So the flavours are just so complex and so smooth. And it is like drinking either a malt whiskey or a cognac, and a lot of people don't associate that with rums.
And from different regions, of course, then you're getting different
regions and different flavours and different styles. A Bajan rum is going to be different from a Jamaican rum, which in turn would be different from a Guyanese rum, which in turn would be different from a Trinidadian rum. So you're just trying to define what rum you are.
God, it's quite an intricate little world, isn't it, of rum?
Very.
I've got a question here from Dennis. Thanks, Dennis. Dennis says, why the Jamaican rums tend to be more spicy than others?
Oh, he's not a Jamaican then, is he?
No, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that response. Well
You might have been drinking a spice rum. Jamaican rums can be a bit more spicy, definitely much more fruity and more robust, and it's a style that the Jamaican rums have, and the way they actually make their particular rums. They use pot stills, use some column stills. I wouldn't say pots like a kettle or a nice long column. The column still rums are much more lighter, the pot stills have a lot more flavour. So the Jamaican rums have more of the pot still inside there, which will give it its spice, its natural spiciness. And I mentioned spice rums. Spice rums actually try to replicate a naturally spiced rums, and Jamaican rums were those type of rums they tried to replicate.
Okay. Now, if we were drinking rum, as we are now, we're tasting it, I understand, but would you then serve it like this just with ice? Straight up with ice?
You can have it with ice, you can have it straight up, have it in a cocktail, which is probably the most accessible way for people to drink rums. But some of these rums, especially that are covered by the Authentic Caribbean Rum Mark, are good enough just to sip by themselves or with friends.
I have to say, I didn't listen to the second half of that sentence, so I heard the word cocktail. I got a little excited.